Lake-Sumter State College and Lake-Sumter Television are proud to present the 2017 LSSC Commencement. Now, live from the Everett E. Kelly Convocation Center on the Leesburg Lake-Sumter State College campus, join us as we honor the 2017 Lake-Sumter State College graduates.
The faculty marshal, the college president, the student speaker, the commencement speaker, the presenter of candidates, the associate vice presidents, the foundation president, members of the district board of trustees, the vice presidents, the district board vice chair, the district board chairperson, the Lake-Sumter State College faculty, the college staff and academic deans, your 2017 graduates.
Good evening. My name is John Shea, and it is my honor to serve as Faculty Grand Marshal for tonight's ceremony. I would like to welcome each of you to the 57th Commencement Ceremony of Lake-Sumter State College. It is with great pride that I hereby declare this 57th Commencement Ceremony open. On behalf of the faculty, I would like to congratulate each graduate. And now I would like to introduce the president of our college, Dr. Stanley Cedar.
Good evening. I'd like to ask that you each please stand and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the national anthem and invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
My name is Heather Elmadi, and I'm one of the faculty here at Lake-Sumter State College and a member of the Communications Department. And I believe in the power of words and the power of blessing. So please join me in this invocation. Dear Heavenly Father, I lift these students up to you today. Thank you for the strength and perseverance you have given them to be able to get to this place. We are proud of them and we celebrate their accomplishments. May they know and fully experience your love and the support of those around them. I speak forth this blessing. Students, may the knowledge you have learned become wisdom, wisdom to share with and inspire others. May the skills you have learned open doors of opportunity, and may you become a person of influence in your family, in your community, and in the world. May your quest for learning continue, and may you inspire others to do the same. May you always be willing to search for truth and willing to stand for what is right. May the insights you've gained enable you to extend grace and compassion to others. May you have all you need for the journey that lies ahead. For those who have clear vision, I ask God that you would guide their paths to fulfill all they've been called to do. For those who are still finding their way, I ask you to give them clarity and insight to know the way they should go. For those who are tired, I ask that they would be strengthened. And for those who are hurting among us, I ask that they would be comforted and know deep peace. For those who are excited and expectant, I ask that they would be led forth in joy. As they leave this place today, I ask, Lord, that you would continue to place people along their path to mentor, support, and encourage them. And now to him who has begun a good work in all these students, I ask you would be faithful to complete it. Amen.
I'd like to extend a special thank you to Assistant Professor Heather Elmadi, who gave our invocation, and to student Crystal Solomon, who sang the national anthem. Please be seated. Good evening. My name is Dr. Stanley Sedor, and it's my privilege to serve as the president of Lake-Sumter State College. Welcome to the 57th commencement ceremony of Lake-Sumter State College. I would like to extend warm greetings to our graduates, their families, and friends, our trustees, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and students. Lake-Sumter has a long and proud history of serving students of this community. Over the last 55 years, the college has grown and evolved with the communities of Lake and Sumter counties. We are now offering degrees and certificates that are preparing you to compete in today's demanding workforce. By the end of tonight, just under 300 students will earn their degrees and certificates from Lake-Sumter State College. Graduates, you will join over 110,000 students who will have graduated from one of the 28 colleges of the Florida college system this year. Tonight's celebration is a culmination of many other celebrations that have taken place throughout the college in these past few weeks to honor our students from leadership to academic achievement and from associate's level to baccalaureate level. Students, the common thread in all of these ceremonies is you. Each of you made a personal commitment to complete something you have never attempted before. We are very proud of your hard work, perseverance, and commitment. Please give them a round of applause. We are honored to have many distinguished guests here with us to celebrate our graduates, and others who could not be here who have sent their congratulations, including Florida's Governor Rick Scott. Let me begin by introducing our platform party. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Platform party, please stand when your name is called. Mr. John Shea, Associate Professor of Mathematics and Faculty Marshal. Mr. Scott Blankenship, Chairman, Board of Trustees. Mr. Pete Wall, Vice Chairman, Board of Trustees. Mr. Kelly Rice, Past Chairman, Board of Trustees. Ms. Marcia Butler, Member Board of Trustees. Ms. Jennifer Hill, Member Board of Trustees. Mr. Brett Jones, Member Board of Trustees. Ms. Emily Lee, Member Board of Trustees. Mr. Tim Morris, Member Board of Trustees. Ms. Lindsay Holt, President, Lake-Sumter State College Foundation. Ms. Amber Carlins, Instructor English and tonight's commencement speaker. Mr. Jacob Sikkema, tonight's student speaker. Dr. Douglas Weimer, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Heather Brady, Vice President, Administrative and Financial Services. Dr. Claire Brady, Vice President, Enrollment and Student Affairs. Mr. Tom Kieft, Associate Vice President, General Education. Dr. Laura Bird, Associate Vice President, Institutional Advancement and Executive Director of the Lake-Sumter State College Foundation. Dr. Alex Perez-Berry, Assistant Professor of English. Please give them all a round of applause. Please be seated. I would also like to recognize a few special guests in the audience who have joined us for tonight's event. Although Dr. Charles Mojak and his wife, Kathy, were not able to join us, I'd like to recognize their participation in Dr. Mojak's successful tenure as president. Mr. Robert Durand, a donor to our foundation. Mr. Don Hanfeld, actually Representative Don Hanfeld from Sumter County. And my wife, Michelle. Please give them a round of applause. If there are any elected officials in the audience today, would you please stand for recognition? Let's give them a round of applause for their service. Some people will live an entire lifetime and wonder if they have ever really made a difference in the world. The brave women and men who have served or are serving in the U.S. Armed Services never have to wonder that. Would all active and retired military personnel, veterans, Guard, or reservists please stand and be recognized for that which we thank you for? Please. Thank you for your service to our country. The Lake-Sumter State College Foundation provides over $500,000 each year in scholarships to our hardworking students. Graduates and audience members, if you've attended Lake-Sumter, please stand if you've benefited from a Lake-Sumter State College Foundation scholarship. Thank you. Without the help of generous members of our community, many of our students would not be here today. We are so appreciative of their commitment to our students and their success. If you have a moment, please take some time to read over the commencement program where we list those individuals and organizations that have assisted our students with scholarships. This brings us to the faculty, the core of our institution. Those dedicated professionals provide instruction to our students and create dynamic learning environments that support student learning and growth. They also care for our students and take to heart the struggles and obstacles our students face and cheer them on every day. Our faculty are committed to their individual disciplines, to excellence in innovation and teaching, and to serving the unique needs of our students. They are devoted to the college, our students, and our community. At this time, I would ask the members of the Lake-Sumter State College faculty to please stand for recognition. Thank you. Next, I would like to recognize the college staff who work tirelessly to help our students navigate the college experience, develop important career and professional skills, and successfully complete their academic programs. Our staffs are essential to our student success. At this time, I would like to ask members of the Lake-Sumter State College staff and the hardworking members of the Commencement Planning Group to stand and be recognized. Thank you. Finally, I would like to continue an important commencement tradition. Graduates, let us take this time to recognize the people who provided support, motivation, and that additional push to keep going, especially when things got tough. The people who stood by you when you were hard at work in your classes or when you had to miss family events. They helped you find the free time to study, rearrange family schedules, and supported and encouraged you to persevere. Graduates, please stand, turn, and recognize your family, friends, and loved ones who stood by you and join you in celebrating today. Thank you, and please be seated. It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Scott Blankenship, Chair of the Lake-Sumter State College District Board of Trustees, to come forward for remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Sedor. Good evening, class of 2017. On behalf of my fellow board members at Lake-Sumter State College District Board of Trustees, I'm excited to be one of the first to congratulate you on achieving your dream here at Lake-Sumter. And I would like to welcome and express our gratitude to the parents, families, and friends who have supported today's graduates. Tonight, students, each of you realize your goal of earning a college degree. All the hard work and sleepless nights have brought you to this moment. Trust me when I tell you that you will look back on this night and it will be a turning point in your life. This is certainly an exciting time to be part of Lake-Sumter State College. Our mission is ambitious. Anyone who lives in our area can tell you that Lake-Sumter State College provides you with a high-quality education that prepares you for your next step. For some of you, that next step is entering the workforce. And for others, it's continuing your education to a four-year degree and beyond. I'm proud that this college is recognized one of the top colleges in Florida and nationally. Our students continue to excel and outperform their peers. We continue to find creative ways to do more, to offer more with increasingly tightening budgets. When I look back at last year, I'm amazed at all this college has accomplished. We opened the state-of-the-art Science Health building at our South Lake campus and are now offering one-of-a-kind education experience to students in the Health Science Collegiate Academy. We have further expanded our partnership with Lake Technical College to provide more opportunities for those students to transfer credits and continue their education here. These are just two of the many accomplishments this past year. The common thread across all these programs is you, our students. We are committed to your success today and in the future. The other group that is critical to our success is our hardworking faculty and staff. I am sure that each and every one of you can think of at least one faculty or staff member who went above and beyond to help you through your education experience. As you continue on your journey and take the next steps in your careers, I want you to know that you are part of our future success as well. You are now joining a distinguished group of Lake-Sumter State College alumni. You join an elite group of students who also took that leap of faith to advance their education. Your success is the result of hard work and dedication. I know from experience that employers in Lake and Sumter counties and beyond are looking for skilled and well-educated employees like each of you. The critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, strong written and oral communication skills that you have learned here will become valuable assets as you begin your career. My challenge for you today is to leave this gymnasium ready to follow your passion and make an impact. Today, it's your turn. Just as your diploma required hard work and dedication, your success in the next step of your journey requires the same. Take that next step. Challenge yourself. I assure you that everyone here today is with you, and so is the entire community. I wish you the best of success. Your success is our success, and we all are rooting for you, class of 2017.
Thank you, Chairman Blankenship, for those inspiring remarks. It's now my pleasure to invite Dr. Claire Brady, Vice President of Enrollment and Student Affairs, to come forward and introduce our student speaker. Dr. Brady.
Thank you, Dr. Cedar, and congratulations, graduates. This evening's student speaker, Jacob Sikkema, was nominated for this honor by a member of our faculty and was then selected from a competitive field of his peers to address you as this year's student speaker. Jake is originally from New Jersey and graduated from Christian Home and Bible School. He earned his AA degree here at Lake-Sumter State College, and tonight graduates with his Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Management. He is an avid middle school and high school soccer and tennis coach and regularly volunteers as a church youth leader. Jake considers our college library as his second home on campus, and he credits Dr. Sandy Zelko with improving his writing skills and our college librarians with supporting his learning and growth. Jake has a passion for education and plans to pursue a career in teaching, and eventually plans to pursue a master's degree in education. Just last week, Jake was recognized by Pam Stewart, the Florida Commissioner of Education. We know, Jake, that you will do great things going forward. You exemplify the Laycock spirit of hard work and community involvement that we so respect and admire. Graduates, please welcome your student commencement speaker, Jacob Sikkema.
Thank you, Dr. Brady, for that introduction. I am honored and humbled to be able to speak to you tonight. When I graduated high school, I remember being envious of the valedictorian and how they got a mic and a podium. With that kind of power comes great responsibility. My goal with the power of this podium is to encourage all of you to think beyond tonight. Before I begin, I want to thank my friends, my classmates, and my family for their support. Through my life, I've come to find joy in building relationships and helping people. My love for people has led me to a passion for education, a desire to invest in people, as my instructors have done for me. Gary Siegel is one of the professors of the bachelor's program, and he's intelligent, though often too humble to admit it himself. Part of what makes him so intelligent is that he references other smart people. So, in an attempt to be helpful tonight, I'm going to borrow a quote from Gary, who stole it from someone else. Carl Mustakis said, "An outcome is determined by the event plus your response." An example of this statement is tonight's graduation. This outcome came because someone decided you should go to college, even if that wasn't you. It was you who put in the time, the work, and the effort to pass and become a part of this ceremony. Everyone has the same amount of time in each day. How each of us use that is up to us. The hand we were dealt in life also varies. For some of you, college was a complicated process. All of you have had to make sacrifices, and some have faced tough circumstances. In my own experience, I had to go through a couple institutions. I wrestled with financial turmoil and family issues, including my parents' divorce, my father's leukemia, and all three of my brothers dealing with mental illness. No one would be surprised if I became bitter or succumbed to my circumstances. But I chose a different response. I chose to stay positive. I chose to make the most of every situation. I chose to grow in the midst of suffering. The very fact that I am here right now is a testament to my support system, my faith, my friends, my classmates, and my family. Through these times, these people helped me to find meaning outside of myself and persevere through these events. I want to tell you about a man named Levi Lusko, who modeled perseverance through tragedy. When I was attending a college conference, Levi shared a personal story. When I heard his story, it helped me to understand the impact of a positive response on the outcome. Levi and his wife have 4 daughters. When their second daughter, Lenya, was 5, she had a severe asthma attack just 4 days before Christmas. In her father's arms, her heart stopped beating. CPR didn't work, The EMTs couldn't help, nor the very hospital in which she was born. An hour after Lenya's death, the hospital called. Her father, thinking the unthinkable, that his daughter had been brought back to life, and he needed to come and bring her food. She must be hungry, he thought. The hospital said, "There's no easy way to say this, but how would you and your wife feel about organ donation?" Mere moments after Lenya's death, Levi and his wife chose to donate her corneas. The tragedy of Lenya's death was not in vain. Because of the Luskos' response, the outcome was two people who had been blind were given sight. For the first time in their lives, they could see. Just like the Luskos, we all have the ability to respond to events in our lives. How can you make a difference with your life? Are you considering the role your response plays on the outcome? Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great, because greatness is determined by service." Graduates, attendees, you have the ability to be great, the ability to choose service over selfishness, to make a difference by responding with the outcome in mind. My challenge to you is to find meaning outside of yourself in something or someone else. Congratulations, class of 2017.
It's my honor and privilege to introduce to you Ms. Amber Carlins, tonight's commencement speaker. I'd like to spend a bit of time explaining who Amber is. Amber, Ms. Carlins, is a recognized author, playwright, producer, director, and educator. She graduated summa cum laude from the University of South Florida and also holds a master's degree from Tufts University in Massachusetts. She is a full-time instructor of English at Lake-Sumter State College. I am very proud to share with you that Ms. Carlins was recently named the 2017 Association of Florida Colleges Professor of the Year from among the 28 state colleges in Florida. It's a prestigious and well-earned honor. While a relatively new member of the Lake-Sumter State College faculty, Ms. Carlins has already distinguished herself in a manner that reaches into her classrooms and beyond. When asked to describe Ms. Carlins, one of her colleagues wrote, "Amber speaks with positive energy and unwavering faith in the abilities of her students. She establishes measures of success and then scaffolds her students to exceed their self-perceptions. Her knowledge of assessment, curriculum, and pedagogy is refined, and she uses these insights to shape her instruction and embody her teaching philosophy. Outside of the classroom, she has been active in the Lake-Sumter State College community, serving as Theater Arts Society faculty advisor, Odyssey Magazine advisor, and the director of the first annual Lake-Sumter State College Short Play Festival. Ms. Carlins was selected as presenter for TEDx Ocala, discussing the empathy crisis. She, along with her fellow faculty member, Heather Almaty, was responsible for bringing TEDx LSSC to the college earlier this fall. Ms. Carlins has also served the broader community with global service efforts with the United Nations, the Heroine Collective in the United Kingdom, and is a knowledge philanthropist with the Grace Foundation for Education and Development. Ms. Carlins, your personal and professional commitment to student success, higher education, the performing arts, and global service will serve as an outstanding inspiration to our graduating class and their guests. We invite you now to address our graduates, faculty, staff, and honored guests. Amber Carlins.
Thank you so much, Dr. Seedorf, for that lovely introduction and also for the chance to speak today. To be totally honest, when Dr. Seedorf first asked me to give the commencement speech, I was pretty terrified. Today's a really big, important day, and I wanted to make sure that I did it justice. So when the time finally came to write this speech, I did what any good teacher and writer would do. I Googled how to do it. And in Googling it, here's what the research told me. It told me that a good commencement speech should be funny, but not too funny. It should make sure to be memorable, but also to remind you that in a month or so, you're not going to remember any of this. It should make you feel special, but also be quick to tell you that you're really not that special. And it should follow a set formula, but it's very important that it also break the mold. Oh, and it also told me that it should have Shakespearean levels of universal accessibility. So, at least they made it easy. And so as I was sitting here wondering what on earth I could possibly say to you that was going to be able to follow all of those guidelines and live up to those massive expectations, I started thinking about all of the times that you guys probably felt that way. I started thinking about all of the times that you probably sat in the Emporium staring at my math lab and wondering how you were ever supposed to find the answer when you didn't even understand the question. I thought about all of the times that you probably came home after an incredibly long day and you wondered how you were ever going to write an essay on a book that you could barely keep your eyes open long enough to read. And then I thought about your loved ones, your friends and your family, the people who are here for you today. And I imagined all of the times that you guys probably felt like you were failing, but you heard their voice in the back of your head telling you over and over and over that you could do this. And I imagined all of the sacrifices that they made so that you would have the time that you needed to study for that impossible test or to write that never-ending essay. And I imagined all of the times that they made it possible for you to temporarily fall apart because you knew that they would be there to help put you back together. And then I realized that what I really wanted to say to you is this. Today is a day to celebrate your accomplishments. You did a big, amazing, hard thing, and that is absolutely a cause for celebration. But I hope that in the midst of celebrating what you've achieved, you also take a moment to celebrate the struggle. Every good thing I have in my life, I have because I was willing to struggle for it. Many of you may not know this, but my first career was actually as an actress. I started in the theater when I was really little, doing school plays and working in community theater. But when I was 18, I made the decision that I was going to make that transition to film and professional theater. And the thing is that the professional theater community is very tight-knit. And so breaking in is really hard. So while I eventually went on to book almost every job that I auditioned for once I did break in, the breaking in piece took me 77 auditions before I booked my first paying gig. And at the end of every one of those auditions, I forced myself to go home and write about the experience in a journal. And I made a note of at least one thing I did right and at least one thing I could do better the next time. And if I'm being totally honest, there were definitely times where the only thing I could put in my did right column was didn't fall down a flight of stairs or didn't accidentally fan kick that poor girl in the face again. But no matter how it went, I took the time to look at the work and to recognize and celebrate the effort. So when I did finally book that first paying job, it was an infinitely richer experience because it was a celebration of all of the things that are possible when you don't let struggle stop you. So while I really loved being an actress, eventually I realized that what I loved the most were the words. I loved the power that they had, and I wanted to better understand that power, and I wanted to better be able to use it myself. So I shifted gears, and I started studying literature. And eventually I built a life for myself as a teacher and a writer, but in getting to that place, there was a whole lot of struggle too. I graduated into a decimated economy. I applied for a ton of jobs I didn't get, including one that kept me on the hook for over a year. I worked and I tried. I had a master's degree and I was working for less than minimum wage. And at one point I got so desperate that I genuinely considered moving to Alaska to teach in a women's prison. And in the midst of it all, I was writing on the side and collecting more than enough rejection letters to wallpaper my entire tiny apartment. And it felt like things were never, ever going to change until they did. I got this job, which I love, and my writing career took off in ways that I never could have imagined. And I moved out of my tiny, sad apartment, and you know what? Things are still hard. I still get a lot of rejection letters. I work an insane amount of hours for not a ton of money. And no matter how hard I try to teach you guys that proofreading is important, I still get a letter at the end of every semester thanking me for teaching you everything you need to know to succeed in collage. And if I'm being totally honest, about half of the time I feel like I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, which makes the fact that I am standing here today trying to give you advice for this new phase in your life all the more ironic. But the truth I think about adulting is that if we're being honest, about half of us feel like we have no idea what we're doing most of the time. And the trick lies in trusting in your training and doing it anyway. So today, I'm going to trust in my training. And to that end, graduates, I have a few things I would like to tell you. I'd like to tell you that what you do is far less important than who you are, and that the most important thing you can be is kind. I'd like to tell you that sometimes the very best thing that can happen to you is to have a door slammed in your face. And not because when God closes a door, he opens a window, but because eventually you are going to learn something that makes you realize that walking through that door in the first place would have been an objectively terrible idea. I want to tell you that dreams are useless without plans, and that you only get this one life, so you shouldn't trade the one you want for the one you think you're supposed to have. And the English teacher in me wants to tell you that grammar is important and that words have power and that you should read a book now and then. And they gave me a platform, so I'm going to tell you that. Use commas, they make you look smart. But most of all, I want to tell you that I hope you don't shy away from doing hard things. Because in my experience, hard is where the good stuff lives. Hard is where you learn, and hard is where you grow. Hard is the price that we pay for the things worth doing. And I want to tell you that you shouldn't be afraid to do hard things, because today is definitive proof that you can. So today, when you go out and you celebrate this big, amazing, wonderful thing that you've done, I hope that you all also take time to celebrate the struggles that got you here. Students, I hope that you take time to reflect on that time that you did poorly on a test that you studied so hard for, and it broke your heart just a little bit, and you thought, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. And then I want you to celebrate the fact that tonight you proved yourself wrong. And as faculty, I want you to know that we know how hard you work. And I think I can speak for all of our faculty when I say that there is almost nothing that brings us more joy than watching you master something that started out feeling impossible. And friends and family, tonight I want you to celebrate those moments where they were under so much stress that they were just not enjoyable to be around. But you loved them through it anyway. Tonight, I want you all to celebrate every challenge, every struggle, every roadblock that you faced on the way to getting here, because you all conquered every single one of them. And it is that fight, that refusal to give up, that makes today so meaningful. And it is also that fight that makes me confident that as you go on to this new phase in your life, you're going to be okay. Because doing hard things is what got you here. And I am confident that as long as you are willing to keep doing those hard things, they're going to get you anywhere else you want to go. So thank you so much for letting me have a few minutes of your graduation time. Congratulations, graduates.
One of the pleasures of my position is to have the opportunity to work with and lead faculty members like Heather Carlins and the rest of our outstanding faculty and staff. Again, Amber, I'm thinking of somebody else. Thank you. Thank you very much for your dedication to our students in our college. Please. It's now my pleasure to invite Dr. Doug Weimer, Vice President, Academic Affairs, to come forward to present academic honors. Dr. Weimer.
Good evening. It is my privilege to present this year's academic honors. The commencement program includes a listing of student academic honors, including those students who have achieved those honors. Students graduating cum laude have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.40 to 3.59. If you have earned this distinction, please stand and be recognized. Students graduating magna cum laude have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.60 to 3.79. If you have earned this distinction, please stand and be recognized. Students graduating summa cum laude have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.80 to 4.0. If you have earned this distinction, please stand and be recognized. I would also like to recognize members of two honor societies. Sigma Beta Delta is our Business and Management International Honor Society for baccalaureate students. If you are a member of Sigma Beta Delta, please stand and be recognized. Phi Theta Kappa is our International Honor Society for community colleges. If you are a member of Phi Theta Kappa, please stand and be recognized. The Academic Excellence Awards are presented to students who have maintained a perfect 4.0 cumulative GPA through August 2017. This year, we have 26 students who have earned this prestigious honor. Please stand and remain standing as I call your names. Lorena Arredondo, Byrell Bautista, Colin Buchanan, Diane Burris, Josephine DeRusso, Nicole Durant, Evan Eichner, Kyle Fox, James Helfast, Harmony Hillman, Haley Mariner, Henry Ortiz, Sarah Ullman, Nicholas Piano, Jolie Ronchetti, and Carly Taylor. Please proceed to the stage and receive your medallions.
Thank you, Dr. Weimer. Each year, the President's Award is given to students who have demonstrated continuous excellence in academics, has demonstrated effective leadership, has demonstrated excellent character, has responded to the needs of others through service to the college of our local community. This year, we had 4 excellent finalists. The average cumulative GPA of this group of finalists was over 3.7, and their college and community involvements were very, very impressive. Finalists, please stand as your name is called and remain standing. Kelly Armstrong, Thomas Cole, Josephine DeRusso, and Nicholas Durante. Please join me in a full round of applause for these outstanding candidates. Finalists, you may be seated. It was a challenging decision because each of these candidates is so deserving. After much deliberation, I am proud to tell you that this year the President's Award will go to 2 students. The recipients of the Fall 2017 President's Award are Josephine DeRusso and Kelly Armstrong. Please stand, Kelly. Please come to the stage to receive your medallion. We can't just bring them up here and bring them an award without telling you a bit about each of our award winners. Josephine graduates tonight with her AA in General Studies. Notably, she has maintained a 4.0 GPA while being highly involved in community service, student government, Circle K International, or CHI, at the local and state level. Her involvement in Circle K has been at the center of her educational journey. She writes that Circle K has shown me so many skills, friendships, memories, and opportunities that I would not been able to find if it were not for LSSC. The college has provided me with the academic and extracurricular resources to discover further what professional goals I want to pursue and how. One of her nominators wrote that Josephine stands out from her peers as a student, as a leader, and as a person who wants to make the world a better place. Josephine serves her community tirelessly. Another nominator stated that she is an excellent, dedicated student whom I have witnessed, acknowledge, and apply the lessons from the classroom to the world around her. She is a role model for giving back to the world she lives in. She has enhanced the student life experience at Lake-Sumter State College through her hard work and dedication, and she believes in making the world a better place by personally giving back through hours of service to the community. Congratulations, Josephine. Kelly graduates tonight with her BAS in Organizational Management. She has also earned her AA at Lake-Sumter State College. Throughout her time at the college, Kelly has had many academic accomplishments and has served in a broad array of student leadership roles, positively contributing to the life of the college in many meaningful ways. She acknowledges the impact of these experiences when she writes, "Throughout my educational journey, I have learned more than just course materials. I have found confidence in myself, reignited a dormant enthusiasm for education, and have found a path for my future aspirations." One of her nominators wrote, "Kelly simply exemplifies leadership in many facets of her academic and professional life. Academically, Kelly excels in every subject and is prepared to help those who seem to be struggling with their own academic experiences." Another nominator shared that not only is she a wonderful and positive leader, she has also demonstrated on many occasions her caring concern and empathy to her fellow classmates. She is a great representative of Lake-Sumter State College in the community and thoroughly deserving of the recognition. Congratulations, Kelly. You may both now return to your seats. Thank you. I now ask Dr. Doug Weimer, Vice President of Academic Affairs, to come to the podium for the formal presentation of candidates.
As Ms. Carlin said earlier, words have power. So far in tonight's ceremony, we have been interchangeably calling you candidates and graduates. This is the moment where you cease being candidates and become graduates. So will the candidates for graduation please rise? Dr. Sidor, I have the honor to present you the graduating class of 2017. The faculty have determined that these candidates have fulfilled the requirements of the respective Bachelor of Applied Science, Associate in Arts, Associate in Applied Science, and Associate in Science degrees and certificates, and are therefore qualified to have these degrees and certificates conferred at this time.
Thank you, Dr. Weimer. I now ask Dr. Alex Perez-Berry, Assistant Professor of English, to call the candidates forward individually to receive their respective honors. If the audience will please hold your applause until all the candidates have been recognized, that would be most appreciated. Dr. Weimer and Mr. Blankenship, please take your places on the stage.
Thank you, Dr. Sidor. Good evening. Will the first row of candidates please come forward, form a line in the aisle to receive your degree or certificate as I read your name. The remaining candidates, please be seated until you are directed to proceed into the line. Wait until the others line up. Mary Aylward. David Schreiner. Wade Luzman, summa cum laude. Michael Ozuna. Virginia Blackmore. Amy Powell, summa cum laude. Lillian Rodriguez, cum laude. Kelly Armstrong, cum laude. Oh. Okay. Jonathan Scarangella, summa cum laude. Grant Ganaway, summa cum laude. Jacob Sikkema. Brittany Newsom. Jamar Hall. Cat like meow. Summa. Cum. Abby Cat, cum laude. Cheryl Bennett. Kelly Leach. Maggie Knox, magna cum laude. Kaylee Walker. Holly McCall. La Rosa. Gina La Rosa, cum laude. Oral Taylor, cum laude. Travis Horton, cum laude. Kimberly Weber, cum laude. Kaylee Cheney. Sasha Santana. Stacy Stokes, summa cum laude. Marlon Wise. Thomas Cole. Jessica Vasquez. Joseph Pichoni. Bonnie Harmon, cum laude. Jerry Griswold. Neisha Borrero Santiago. Madeline Thurman. Samantha Christine Bremer. Jennifer Albury. Caitlin Cisneros. Okay. Kaya Tipton. Michaela Cox. Jessica Scott. Rachel Ilarde, summa cum laude. Sarah Ullman, summa cum laude. Jesseline Leonore. Ashley Bunnell. Alexis Schaefer. Chanel Owens. Maricris Arpon. Magna cum laude. Elizabeth Kuhn, cum laude. Kendra Washington, cum laude. Kelly Edwards, cum laude. Lynn Pham. Alicia Birch. Janika Deer, magna cum laude. Ranisha Okoye, summa cum laude. Michelle Mejia. Sarah Gatto. Cassandra Dotto Potts. James Health, summa cum laude. Aaron Blackham. Rachel Adams. Denise Cruz. Aaron Pate, cum laude. Dominique Johns, summa cum laude. Kaylee Mandrell. Kanisha Manuel. Melody Floyd. Tutron, summa cum laude. Josephine DeRusso, summa cum laude. Picon. Casey Picon, magna cum laude. Wilmer White. Bailey Trevis. Simeon Golden. Anthony Forrester. Luis Montalvo. Joaquin Lozada. John Carter. Cassandra Soriano. Cody Shiplet. Cum laude. Carla Gamez Enriquez. Colin James Burke. Natalie Peralta Morel, cum laude. James Hartline. Heather Underhill, cum laude. Christina Lott, summa cum laude. Dylan Roach. Kaylee Jones. Janet Swickland. Janet Swickard. Stacy Chapman. Sierra Randall, magna cum laude. Desiree Acosta. Racine? George Racine. Ian Anselmo. Cum laude. Cassandra Emelianchik, summa cum laude. Nicolo Bajun, magna cum laude. Jonathan Cole. Melanie Jajaram. Jacob Starks. Jennifer Pry, cum laude. Bryce Vicky, cum laude. Elias Akil, cum laude. Lanier. Morgan Lanier, cum laude. Shannon Marie Haskins. Owen Tavares Olivier, cum laude. Carly Skiba. Taylor Burkheiser. Hope Ganaway. Patricia Shoemaker. China Bailey. Bello or Bello? Bello. Julissa Bello, magna cum laude. Haley Todd. Patrick Dixon. Kimberly Cemento. Dolan Waite. Nicole Durante, summa cum laude. Michael Venzan. Matthew Anthony, magna cum laude. Hanifa Ghaznawi, summa cum laude. Nisa Pokakul. Alec Amory. Michaela Middleton, magna cum laude. Jennifer Doyle, cum laude. And Samantha Axius.
Am I supposed to do something here? Oh, I'm sorry. Will the candidates please rise? Ooh. I won't do that again either. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Florida, the State Board of Education, and the Board of Trustees of Lake-Sumter State College, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor's of Applied Science degree, the Associate of Arts degree, the Associate in Applied Science degree, the Associates in Science degree, or technical certificate, as the case may be, for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities and obligations pertaining thereto. Graduates, we now move your tassels from the right to the left. Let me be the first to offer my warmest congratulations to you for a prosperous and successful future. This day signifies a new beginning for each and every one of you. In addition to earning the degrees conferred upon you today, you've earned the right to be associated with a very special group of individuals. You can now call yourselves alumni of Lake-Sumter State College. We encourage you to stay connected to the college and invite you to join our Alumni Association to stay connected with us in the future. We thank the LSSC Alumni Association for the congratulatory gift that all the graduates received earlier today. Graduates, please wear your new Lake Hawk alumni shirts with pride. Graduates, please turn and face the audience. Members of the audience, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the 57th graduating class of Lake-Sumter State College. Please join me in one more round of applause for our outstanding students. Graduates, please be seated. Graduates, we've watched you struggle and we've watched you flourish. We have shared your tough moments and cheered on your personal and academic accomplishments. Today, we share in the pride that fills this room. You succeeded and life will never be the same again. For you know that you can always succeed if you're willing to dream and work diligently to make your dream come true. I have one last assignment for you. Please go out there and encourage someone you know to begin their own journey of discovery through education. Everyone, please join me one last time in applauding our graduates. Students and guests are invited to take photos after the ceremony here in the gym or in the Magnolia Room. Members of the platform party and many of your faculty will also be available to take photos and congratulate you. Please remain in your seats until after the recessional, and that will allow the platform party, faculty, staff, and graduates to enter the gymnasium first. I now invite Mr. John Shea, our faculty marshal, to formally close the ceremony.
Congratulations, graduates. It is with great honor that I formally close the 57th commencement ceremony of Lake-Sumter State College. This concludes our ceremony. The audience is asked to please remain in your seats until after the recessional. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Lake-Sumter State College 2017 Commencement Ceremony. This has been a production of Red Apples Media.